Bipartisan Showdown. You gaze are playing with concern as he stands awkwardly in your doorway. Blaine, what happened? Are you in trouble? You might be. We both might be. Your heart beats faster, and your grip tightens on the doorframe as possibilities race through your mind. Blaine's possible explosion, tabloid scandals, war. Zaria hired a debate coach. Wait, and that's it? That's your bad news. We don't even know if we're debating against Zaria yet. Our countries had gone to war, or that you've been expelled, or... And why would you think I was going to be expelled? Because you seem like the type. You know what? I think that's a compliment to my reputation. But you haven't gotten any better at lying. I'm guessing you heard I was in hot water. Okay, fine. I might have heard something. What happened? I got busted for disabling some alarms in the faculty dorm. Apparently that's considered a major security risk. It's not my fault those balconies had one of the best views on campus. If they didn't want me to break in, they shouldn't have left it up. You risk being expelled so you could hang out on a balcony? I really don't understand you. Maybe if you would, if you hung out with me and more balconies with me. Maybe you would if you hung out on more balconies with me. Anyway, seems like organizing that trip to the hospital, putting back in Dean's good graces for now. Does this mean we can finally get some work done on our project? Oh yeah. Great. We got gone through both sides of the Queen Madalena topic a few times now. How solid are you on the agreeing and constitutional crisis of 1997? Agreeing that's when that's the Paradina, right? No, it's an island nation and you're kidding, aren't you? Do easy about the land. Now, let's show Zaria and everyone else that we don't need a coach to ace this debate. Finally, the morning of your world history debate arrives. You and Dion head to class together. Your bodyguard trailing behind you. It is 4 p.m. I'm still waking up. I'm forcing myself to do this. As you walk, you hear Dion muttering anxiously to herself. It's do or die, D. You can't screw this up. Dion, you seem a little edgy. Did you drink 7 lattes again? You know 6 is your limit. Oh, yes, but that's not the problem. Every time Evelyn and I met up, we ended up fighting over strategy instead of working. We don't even have a plan for rebuttal. We got a tank so hard right before parents' weekend, and my mom and dad here I witnessed. Let's just say we're gonna deal with Joker and dungeon that was a wrap. Do we really have a dungeon here? You didn't know about that? That aside, we still got 10 minutes before class starts. Maybe I can help you and everyone get on the same page. What could you possibly do in 10 minutes? It's a lost cause of bias. We'll see about that. It doesn't take you long to spot Evelyn striding across the quad toward the classroom. She knows her eyes when she sees Dion beside you calling. And there you are. Please tell me you reconsidered our approach for the debate. About that, we need to talk at a volume level below airplane engine if possible. And why you hear advice is between Dion and I. I'm here to help. I'll never hear the end of it otherwise. I know, William, but you're wasting your time, so I refuse to allow Dion to ruin our presentation. Believe me, you're doing a good job without your own. Why don't you two start at the beginning? What is it you're not agreeing on? I think the key to winning the debate is to keep the audience engaged. You know, with props, dramatic reenactments, the works. And I told her that isn't going to impress Professor Maseko. We should focus on being factual, concise, and to the point. My points won't stick if we don't make them memorable. Twice, though everyone will fail to put the audience to sleep. Looks like the two of them really need a mediator to sort this out. So one of the castmates to boost your relationship with them. I negotiate a compromise during the missing points for both. John has a point. No matter how informed your arguments are, they won't persuade your audience if they aren't engaged. Told you, Evelyn. Hold on. Evelyn has a point too. If you're overboard on the drama, you don't have time to actually present an argument with real substance. Wait, it makes you a debate expert all of a sudden. It's not like you have any more experience than me. Maybe not, but to take an expert to see this won't work. You're bickering like children, not future world leaders. How's that gonna impress Professor Maseko? Oh my god. And that's true. Damn, gosh. All this is just isn't about facts and history. It's about negotiation too. And honestly, neither of you seem very good at that. Very good at it. So, what do you propose we do? Why don't we start with getting Evelyn some less frumpy clothes? She's gonna make us like a pair of old grannies up there. Hey, what's wrong with what I'm wearing? Try to focus on each other's strengths, not weaknesses. Especially with class starting in about 5 minutes. Instead of wasting time trying to fix each other, think about how you can balance each other out with your different talents. For example, what Evelyn is good at. It's important to not just note facts, but make sure you're presenting the right ones at the right time to bolster your argument. Honestly, listen out my arguments in order of effectiveness. We could go over those together. That would help. I can get kind of distracted when I'm warming up to a topic. It'd be good to have a game plan up front. But Dion, you have some great strengths too. Creativity. Yeah, these are so interesting. It's no wonder you're usually the center of attention. You do ever now forget people to listen to you. Stop. You're gonna make me blush. I think we can combine both your strengths and find a middle ground. I really do. Outside of my traditional debate strategy, but John can accompany my points with slogans and reenactments so they're not so dry. I can do that, but you will need to leave the room for me between steady stream of facts. I suppose I can leave out some of the less compelling details in my arguments to make room for your input. I'm not throwing you a lot of it, but now that we're on the same page, that might not turn out so bad. Yes, you both come so far so fast. I really appreciate your advice, Tobias. At this rate, there might still be hope for our presentation. Seriously, thanks. I was dreading the debate, but now I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. Dion, I'm sorry for being stubborn. I was trying to do what I thought was best, but I didn't mean to get personal. I understand. Honestly, I'm used to people disagreeing with me, so I probably could have handled it better. Oh, look at you two. I'm glad you were able to work it out. Maybe someday you'll even be friends. I'm not sure I go that far. Baby steps. And a shopping spree. Indeed. I'm kidding. But I would, for the record. Whatever happens today, at least we were able to work through our differences and cooperate. And even if we fail horribly, we fail together, and every can eat ice cream and cry. We still have a few minutes left. I say we try to work out a quick plan for our presentation. Definitely. I have a few ideas already. Maybe rush toward the classroom and referee jogs after them, giving you an approving nod. Smile back and follow at your own pace with Hannah. Burst of nervous energy engulfs you as you enter the building as the crowd gathered around a bulletin board by the classroom door. What's going on? Is that the list of our prepared opponents? Yep, likewise we're up against a lifeline enemy. Looks like all that studying wasn't really necessary. We shouldn't underestimate them. Alexei might not be the most diligent student, but he's smart and very seriously competitive. They could surprise us. It was proud to be if Alexa and Henry can make 5 seconds without arguing with each other. Twice is right. It's always a mistake to underestimate your opponent. Blaine smirks at Tatum as if accepting some sort of unspoken challenge. Unless the opponent has absolutely no chances and is only deluding themselves. We'll see who's deluded soon enough. We'll see who's deluded soon, I'm sure. Tatum looks Blaine, gives Blaine a long, hard look, then shakes his head, turning to you. I'll be at the back of the room. Go about 10 bias. Perfect time for my voice to cut out. Professor Masego strides through the crowd of students on his way into the classroom. I just behind him. Jesus. Wrong time. It's time for class. Everyone please take your seats. Let's jump right in. Our first topic was Queen Magdalena, despised as ineffectual as incommonly believed. John Evelyn will be arguing her nickname was slanderous propaganda, and that she accomplished many things during her brief reign. Peter and Zaria will be arguing the opposite. The Queen Magdalena deserves her negative reputation. He watches Evelyn and Dion confidently stride to the front of the classroom, face off against Peter and Zaria. Queen Magdalena's nickname, to despise, says it all. She was deeply unpopular among citizens. Many of them even fled the country when she rose to power. But her unpopularity wasn't her fault. As the Western world's first female ruler, the biases against her overshadowed her politics. We're just gonna ignore my voice, okay? Ignore that it's like going up and it's going down. It's breaking. I'm tired. I said I'm tired. I just woke up. To illustrate my point, I'd like to reenact an excerpt from a stone carving sent from a noble to his friend during the era. Evan nods to Dion, who springs forward and dramatically acts out the ancient message. The ladies, our ruler? What's next? Are ostriches taking flight and darkening the skies? We must open the other noble's eyes to the severity of this fate. And this is fun. Don scowls ferociously and shakes a clenched fist at Professor Masego, who looks amused. As a member of Parliament, I refuse to acknowledge the legitimacy of her rule. Dion's performance elicits a few giggles from the audience. Blaine leans over and whispers in your ear. Funny, last I heard, John Evelyn wired Judith's throats. Sounds like you need better sources, because from what I heard tell you, that's what I can tell. Nailing it. You're really getting into this whole diplomatic trade nutting, aren't you? Hey, it's a good practice for the future. Sure it is, but you're here to get a head start making allies, right? I mean, yeah, my focus is on foreign policy. What else would I be doing? Maybe living a little, enjoying one of the few times in life where you're not under heavy supervision. Yes, of course, I spent my time at this prestigious institution party. Days with the input plane. Just my 2 cents, but for what it's worth, you clearly did a good job talking to Dion Neverland. Solomon catches you off guard, about to say something else when Peter speaks, snapping your attention back to the debate. We're about to present our rebuttal. Once the debate draws in a conclusion, Professor Masego applauds, beaming. Well done, both sides. Both brother and admirals both fight. However, one pair particularly wowed me with their informative and engaged arguments. During this debate are Evelyn and Dion. Yes, we did it. Hell yeah, we did. We will. I have to take I'm Team Queen Bailey now. I was playing the power nap drew glass, but this was worth staying awake for. Now this debate will be whether the Britain Empire would have followed about Hamilton had erupted. Last night Henry we argued that the Britain downfall was inevitable. Tobias and Blaine would be arguing the opposite, that the Empire would have survived for years to come had the disaster never occurred. That's it. You got this. Left positive attitude rather than it's just a fact. We all know this volcano topic 1,000 times. We're practically experts. You, Blaine, Alexa, and Henry take your position to the front of the room, and as I end up discreetly giving you a thumbs up. You'll nail it. Last night, Henry, I'll just start us off. The eruption of Mount Hopperton was the biggest plot twist of the first millennium, but even if it didn't erupt, the Bipartisans would have wiped themselves out. The Empire had sold tons of smaller countries, so everyone was always fighting over language, religion, food. It only mattered time before it self-destructed. It's just as likely that the people would have reconciled the differences eventually. And that's right. Plenty of multicultural communities managed to thrive. In fact, modern society, these differences often strengthen the nation. I bet they're different. I mean, look at you two. You're constantly fighting. Yeah, the fact that your country split apart is proof that when an empire gets too big and diverse, it collapses. History repeating itself. There's some murmur in the audience, and Professor Maseko leads forward, his expression unreadable. Actually, your example proves my point. Our countries are still tied by bonds of diplomacy, and we work together when we need to. Case point, blame me right now. And at a larger level, both our countries are doing well. No self-destruction in sight. It's like the relationship between Medea proper and the colonies in Northern Maria. They were ruled separately, but they were partner. In the audience, Professor Maseko would give an improving nod, feel a wave of encouragement wash over you. Though there were cultural conflicts in the Cretan Empire, many influential figures of the era were outspoken about living in harmony with their neighbors. The famed strongman Althric proclaimed, "Breeds are different and strong, together forever." During the legacy, both the toss is taken up as a rallying cry and marked a historic shift in public opinion. But Hume Blaine easily trounced one argument after another, and by the time the debate comes to a close, the opponents look exhausted. In the end, Hopton's eruption was insignificant. The Cretan Empire was bound to fall because the citizens had nothing in common. I agree that the Empire's survival wouldn't have come easy. Instead of dismissing the people's differences as insurmountable, we should look at the gains was beginning to make precisely because of them. He glanced over Blaine and flashed him a quick smile. We firmly believe that without the eruption, the Cretan Empire would have become a diverse and prosperous place for all its people, and in fact would have only become more powerful. I couldn't have said it better myself. To your relief, the room fills with applause as you finish the close argument. Professor Maseko whispers behind her for a few minutes before breaking his announcement. And the clear winner of this debate is Tobias and Blaine. Excellent work, both of you. Yes, we did it. Not bad, Rodeline. Let's make an okay team. Yeah, you did better than I thought. What was that supposed to mean? Have you already forgotten most of our study sessions and all the time spent arguing when we actually did manage to meet up? What can I say? I'm full of surprises. The rest of the debate passes quickly as you ride a high of your victory to the end of class. After class, the young gathers everyone outside together outside. The hell project is finally over. Let's celebrate. But would you ever mind? We're on the garden nightclub in the city. Meet there at 10. Everyone agrees unless I test the group the address. What's going on at 10? 10, I didn't realize you were so close. Not close enough, apparently. So you're gonna tell me the rest of the plan? I was sneaking out tonight to go to a club. And before you say anything, I want you to come. Honestly, it won't feel like a real celebration if you're not there. His features shift slightly as you catch its eye. He looks away, but you can swear his team smile. You've been working hard. You deserve to have some fun. I try to give you as much privacy as I can, and as long as I know you're safe. Thanks, Tana. That night, you and Dion sneak off campus with Tana, Murphy, and tow. You arrive at what appears to be an abandoned warehouse downtown. Are you sure we're in the right place? Wrong voice. The whole underground part is that no one knows it's here. Come on, follow me. As soon as you enter the warehouse, you're assailed by flashing lights and loud music. This place is nuts. From the outside, you never even guess it's the club. That's the idea. The only way you find out about this place is by knowing someone who knows someone, which means no unwanted press. Ding ding ding, you got it. We can go bananas without worrying about ending up into some tabloid. He scanned the room, and I was surprised to see a familiar face in one of the back corners. Hey, Anna's here too. I'm not surprised. She's local. You think she wants to join us? Somehow I doubt TA wants to party with us. But then again, maybe you can change your mind. Oh, I see the others. Why me specifically? Suppose you do a side door to the bar, where your classmates are gathered. Tatum slips off the side with the other bodyguards. Like you decided to show up. I'm starting to think you got busted by security. Have a little faith in the crowd. And so what's the plan? Should we start on the dance floor and get drinks? Lighten up, everyone. We're enough fun. We need to make a whole agenda. But you're right about getting drinks. First round's on me. It's a kind of cushion LXI and I have been working on back of the suite. So I hope you all like grenade. Before anyone can respond, Henry disappears into the crowd. He returns a short while later with a tray of drinks in his hand. This is surprisingly good. Yeah, we should make it our signature cocktail. But a signature drink needs a name. I know it's called the... I'm not creative right now. I like that. I vote for Francois Sunset. Woo! Francois Sunset forever. You'll let out a cheer and make it to the dance floor, drinks in hand. After a few songs, you decide to take a break. You look around and see Blaine on the other side, on the other end of the room, and there's another Francois Sunset. Tatum was leaning against the wall of the bar, watching you protectively. Nana's hanging out with a few locals. Should I talk to you first? Well, first. As you walk up, behind us Emily, telling a story to one of her friends. When she catches sight of you, her face lights up. Tobias, I was expecting to see you here. We want to celebrate this debate project being over. You know they're good reporters, are you? Now or never. You always have to blow some steam tonight. Hold on. Is this the Tobias? Or that one from your class? One and the same. Tobias, why didn't you just see me? It's nice to meet you. I understand me a lot about you. But only good things, I promise. They have the banner in the years of two people who've known each other for a long time. You shake Simi's hand. So, what have you heard about me? Enough to know that you're one of her favorite students. Just don't tell the others. Technically, I'm not supposed to have favorites. Just you can say for me, which I'm hoping cements me even more as a favorite. So, how did you find out about this place? Actually, Simi's a DJ tonight. I want to come support her. Really? I'm loving what you're playing so far. Thanks. I say we should probably get going. Promise I know she could DJ a little with me for the next set. Lucky. Do you want to come with Twice? If you ask nicely, she might even let us pick the playlist together. I, for one, can't wait to make the whole room listen to the music I like. I'm in. Now follow me. Simi leads you and Anna backstage and gives you a quick rundown of what to expect. The girl can be kind of wild sometimes, but you can feed off their energy. How wild are we talking? Just enough to get your blood pumping. Exactly, and the most important thing to remember is just have fun with it. The crowd cheers as you enter the DJ booth. Before we return to your regularly scheduled programming, I've got a special treat lined up. 2 wannabe DJs are gonna see it. They got what it takes to spin and mix it with the best of them. First up, Tobias. How did Tobias get up there? And Sweet May has his ways. Woo! Got Tobias! Stir it up! By the way, does anyone want one of those Vanguard Sunset drinks? They are so awesome. Take it away, Tobias. Okay. Do the classic track from Turkish band that you love since high school. Can't really start breaking out to line dancing. Interesting choice. Yeah. Sorry, do you know how to line dance? My tutor could only go over the arts so many times. Besides, it's easy. Sorry. Very interesting. No, I believe that person's taste in music is a lot about them. Oh, really? With my say. And confident and open-minded with a guy's tweak. You know, right? Yeah, so I'll just stick around and find out. As the end of your song approaches, see me taste the mic again. That's on the rooster, Anna. Watch Anna tuck a strand of hair behind her ear as he deliberates over her next song. Before you can look away, Anna turns to catch you staring. It's alright, might take too long. No, since the music is here to play, I realize I don't know much about your music taste. Okay, about to find out. Let's try this. And the phase in a song that you'd have heard before. It's different from the other songs you heard over the course of the night, but it's instantly catchy. How have I never heard this on the radio? It slaps. This is great, Anna. Who's this? I'm a duo. I said on Play a show a year ago and fell in love instantly. The song really spoke to some things I was feeling at the time. And that's why I appreciate about music. It can reflect your emotions in a way that you might not be able to express with words. I had no idea that you're such a music lover. Maybe you should become a full-time DJ. Well, for now, I enjoy being a DJ. We'll see if I got DJ in my future. But if you're interested, maybe we could stop playing sometime. I'll love to hear what you're into. That's the deal. I'll take any chance I can to learn more about you. You know, I thought listening to someone else's music playlists is kind of intimate. Anyway, I hope you know that I wouldn't swap playlists with just anyone. I was hoping you'd say that. As the lights pulse and the hypnotic music plays, you can't help but be drawn in by Anna's bright smile. Let's get hyped. Cast DJs a hand, everyone. If I get them off before they get too good at this, I'll be out of a job. Thanks for letting us do this to me. Follow Anna backstage, your heart still pounding from the adrenaline being up in the DJ booth. That was exciting. I didn't realize sharing music like that could give you such a rush. Definitely, there's a jitter over whether or not people will like it, and the satisfaction when it hits. I'm glad I had you up there with me though. I am too. Anna's side brush is getting short as you make your way through the piles of equipment back to the main part of the club. Phew. I'm still kind of hyped up for that. Still got hyped up from that. I need to get my energy out. Read. Be a little closer. Just a little closer, and she slides your arms easily. Hold your gaze. Your bodies pressed together, swaying in time to the music. They're trying to help me wind down and get me more excited. That depends on you. I guess we'll keep going and see what happens. I guess we will. You're holding so close that you can feel her heartbeat through her blouse. She gives you a smile and leans a little closer. Bryce, it aspires, right? When you're interrupted by your classmates, you know how to pull away as they approach. Oh my god, Bryce, how did you get invited to the DJ booth? That was so cool. Yana, what's the name of that track you played? Yeah, you know more songs like that? Not sure. Look at my phone and I can touch the name of the album. With a smile and a wave, you leave Ina with the others and make your way through the crowd once more. Not if you want to talk. Okay. Leaning against the wall next to him, imitating his pose, he fights back, smile. What's up? I want to say thanks for being cool about tonight. I'm glad you didn't take me to a full-on rave. Really? But so seems like you're seeing. I'd rather not guard you in a dark room with lasers and lights flashing all over the place. And for record, I'm not a big EDM fan either. Find a way to make tonight more enjoyable. If it didn't really close, you'd have to hit me from all angles. If you're trying to help me do my job, or distract me from it. Maybe a little bit of both. A smile flickers across his face, but it's gone in an instant as he scans the room again, crossing his arms. He's still stepped in him. He's so on the edge all the time. I have to keep you safe. Well, there were bouncers at the door, bodyguards everywhere. Most of the people here for bank robberies. Nothing's gonna happen. Still, I gotta not take the risk. You would want to tell me that to unwind. You need a break too. When was the last time you relaxed? Tanner versus Brock, concentrating. I guess. I was at a family barbecue last year. My cousin challenged me to see who could down most tequila shots. I got way too drunk, but I had fun. I don't have many opportunities like these days to just go wild. We could always make more opportunities. Tonight would be a pretty good start. I guess if I tell Murphy to keep an eye on you, and it wouldn't hurt to relax a little, as long as you promise to stay close. You my shots with 10, just like 7 shots, and then I promise I'll leave you to your work. If you insist. Lead him to the bar and flag down the bartender. 4 shots of tequila, please. You damn, sit down. The bartender quickly pours your shots, places in front of you. About a toast. And do what? Do what? The flag gentleman with one smile. Surprised he returns it. And picking up where we left off. You tell him clicking your glasses together and down the drink. Tell him chuckles as your lips flexibly pucker. You still can't handle tequila, huh? You just have a specific taste. Remember that time you snuck out a sip of your mom's margarita when you were 11? You made the exact same face. Because some things never change. At the other side of the bar, Riley group cheers. What's going on over there? Dan stands up and cranes to see past the crowd. Looks like people are doing body shots of Henry. Oh yeah, maybe we should copy them, and no way, we're not doing body shots. Damn, you're not embarrassed, are you? Dan tries to hide it, but you can tell he's blushing. I'm not embarrassed. That was the problem. Dan paused for a minute, as if deliberating with himself. Fine. Just one. Deal. You go first. Clear some space on the bar top to make room for Tatum while he takes off his shirt. Damn. You really grew up. You really grew up. I'm trading has its benefits. Nope. Go on. Let's get this over with. You can have a stare at his exposed chest as it lays on the bar top. He picks out a lime wedge while you grab some of himself from behind the bar. Alright, time for the important decision. I wish I had spring lit. Look at the spot on Taylor's neck. Sprinkle some of the film salt on it. Careful. This stubble might be a little rough. But I like it rough. Now, get that lime ready. Puts the rind of the lime wedge in his mouth and closes his eyes. Run his tongue up the length of his neck, carefully looking up every grain of salt. Before a moment escapes his lips, take this as a sign to press on, and down your shot together. Then you bring your lips to his mouth. He bites the lime from between his teeth, lips brushing ever so slightly against his in the process. Once the sour lime juice completely drowns out the taste of salt, you pull back. And that was... wow. See? That wasn't so bad, was it? I'll leave you to judge that. It's your turn now. Put the shirt back on, you undress just enough to expose your upper body. Lay down on the bar top and Tatum hands you a lime wedge. So you lightly sprinkle some salt on your stomach and cast a few glances at your exposed body. You listen loud in your mouth and wait. Brings his lips an inch away from your stomach before stopping. That's when he mutters something on his breath. Barely managed to make out what he says over the booming music. I can't. As soon as the words escape his lips, he pulls away from you, especially in a mixture of elongated and frustration. He quickly proposes himself. Hey, what's a shot? We should stop. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, if you say so. Brush off the cells, slip your clothes back on. Tim doesn't meet your eyes. You're right. I'm fine. Just think, we might have gotten a little carried away. The relationship is supposed to be strictly professional. They don't, but it doesn't have to be. You don't know there's more between us than you want to admit. You're just being honest with each other tonight. Twice, I care about you. There's a lot I would say if I wasn't your bodyguard. But I am. And I need to focus on keeping you safe. Because myself get distracted. Not even by you. Gives you a sad smile, brushes his hands against yours. But I appreciate you helping me let loose a little bit tonight. I need that. Take a deep breath and nod. You understand where it's coming from, even if you don't agree. I'm glad you had fun. I should let you back to the party. You know where to find me if you need me. Tim turns to his spot against the wall, guarding you from afar, and you glance around the club. Push away through the crowd toward Blaine. So as eyes of yours, you approach, his curved in a half smile. Hey, partner. Our big party's over. You don't have to party after me anymore. I'm just trying to be generally nice. As far as my brother was being friendly to me, no ulterior motive. Seriously though, we did good today. I got nervous when Alexa had brought up our country's conflict, but I really do. We figured it out in the end. It smells at you. For once, it's genuinely warm, said with a sarcastic smirk. Yes, this marks the end of our brief partnership. And it doesn't have to end here. That's kind of light work, man. Maybe we should part up for more stuff. Are we talking in glass or extracurricular? Why not both? I'll just do the bias. Tell you what, didn't come with me today. It was a proper celebration. Is sneaking out to go clubbing not a proper celebration? Now if you're not dancing, it isn't. No, sorry. I don't really know on the official guide to celebrating. My bad. But the bias, not yet. You focus on school, take on your career, and you got your mom managing your social life. But I can see how tightly wound you are. You need to let loose, like really let loose. You didn't get me all figured out, huh? I've been in your shoes. I know what a person under pressure looks like. His ways accepting music, moving really close to you. His eyes don't believe in yours. He extends his hand to you. Just let the world melt away and focus on the music. You might even make better dance partners than debate partners. I want this to end. I want to go to sleep. My mouth is dry. I'm tired of reading. I can barely see the screen. I guess there's only one way to find out. That could also be because my brightness is low. But stay. You take Blaine's hand and lead him onto the dance floor. And once you cover a spot for yourselves in the crowd, Blaine starts to move. He lets the music wash over him, dictating his movement. As the tempo picks up, he glides along to the beat. His movements are so fluid you can't help but stare. As he turns, he catches your eye. Are you gonna dance? I just gonna come out here and gawk at me. You put on a pretty nice show. You think so? Still dancing, push your chin with his right hand and grins. You don't just have to stare. Why don't you get a little more involved? My voice leaving. As he drops his hand and shows his fingers along your neck, sways back and forth with the beat, enticing you closer with every movement. Someone's supposed to be blowing off steam. You're not doing a whole lot of dancing. Yeah, why don't you teach me? I can do that. I'm gonna wheeze on you. You roll your eyes, but you can't help but smile as he moves behind you, resting his hands on your waist. It all starts in your core. Move your hips to the rhythm, and thus your body will follow naturally. He walks your hips with his hands, and you can feel his breath against your neck. His body almost pressed up. His body pressed right up head up to yours. You make it feel so easy. You're ready to pick up the pace. Spins you around, pulling you close, and we get moving in time to the music. Soon enough, you'll be right in perfect sync. Your heart races as you fall deep into his spell. As you dance, just in the club seems to melt away. Your eyes lost from you and Blaine. It's as if you're the only two people in the world. When the song you were dancing to fades into the next one, plane stops dancing and just start the exit. I'll come and get some air. Wanna come? Wanna come with? Sure. I can only use a minute to cool down. You blade and slip outside. The night air is blissfully crisp against your skin. You know, now that the project's over, it's gonna be weird not having an excuse to hang out with you. Blaine turns to you, eyebrow cocked. Do we need an excuse to hang out? Honestly, I guess we don't. I want to spend time with you. That's all the reason I need. Spoke on someone who's finally taking charge of his own life. You're giving me a pretty good reason. I know we didn't get off to a bad start, but I like your advice. What happens next, I want to make the most of tonight. You hold your gaze, and you realize how close you're standing next to each other. You're staring to each other. You can almost feel the heat radiating off his body. Blaine. It's gonna take a while to get the kiss option with the other two. So, you lean closer and your heart races as he presses his chest against yours. He leans in to whisper in your ear. I wanted to do this for a long time. You shiver as he gently nips at your ear, working his way up your neck until he finally reaches your lip. He kisses you softly at first, resting his hand on the back of your neck. Then his kisses grow more fevered. Then you part your lips, open yourself up to him. By the time you pull away, you're both panting. He rubs his thumb against your neck and gives you a long look. You reach your both back inside. Turn to the door, but Blaine catches you right by the wrist. You meet his gaze. Thanks for tonight. This was nice. Yeah, it was. You're still smiling as you head inside and look around for the others. Night was on. You and your friends regroup by the side of the dance floor. Best night ever. Can't argue with that. Alexa, really cool is for inviting us to this. Like, so cool. Also, that drink was very cool. Just call me the Iceman. Oh my god, I love you all. I literally haven't had as much fun and oh my god, I haven't had as much fun. Am I boring? Maybe the real lesson we learned today is drinking. I'm pretty sure the lesson is who can handle the liquor and who can't. Shut it. Everyone raise their frank glass on set. I'm pretending to be normal for once in our lives. You're here. We all got glasses together with cheer, ready to party the rest of the night away. After a wild night of partying, if I go to bed at 4 in the morning, really spent literally nothing to stop me from sleeping until noon. But just as you lie down, your phone goes off. Except maybe that. Mom arrives at 3 p.m. Crap. What we got? Parents' weekend starts tomorrow. Probably your mom and all the other world leaders descend on Frank Glass. Find out in the next chapter of Foreign Affairs.